Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. So today we are diving into 35 essential ChatGPT tips for beginners in 2023. So whether you are new to this amazing AI tool or just someone looking to level up your skills, so these tips will turn you into a ChatGPT pro in no time at all. Alright, so tip number one is change your dashboard experience. So I'll show you how to customize the layout and theme to suit your style. So for that, you just need to go to the bottom left right over here, which basically says your name. So you're going to click on that. And after that, you just need to hit settings. And if after that, in theme, you'll basically find 2 to 3 options. First one is the system option. Then you can go ahead and select the dark theme. And then you can go ahead and select the light theme, depending upon how you like your ChatGPT to look like. All right. So number 2 tip is you can share ChatGPT thread links. It's basically, a great way to collaborate or show off your AI conversation. Let's just say this is basically a kind of an article or writing of what is artificial intelligence. And I want to share this, with my coworkers, colleagues, or friends. So for that, I need to go to this option, this tab right here, which says 3 dot. And after that, it says share, rename, and delete chat. So if I can go ahead and click share, so this kind of pop-up will appear on my screen, which says copy link right over here. So I'm just going to click that. And now I can basically go ahead and send this link to any one of my colleague or friend. And, we can share this and we can, work on this together. All right. So this is basically a really great way to share your artificial intelligence work with your friends, colleagues, or co-worker. All right. Okay. So now move to tip number 3. We have changed the tone of your writing. So yeah, ChatGPT, can match various tones, right? I'll teach you how to set the right tone for different types of conversation. So let's just say this an email for leave request for, office, right? So it says I'm writing to ask if annual leave in attendance of my entitlements. I like to take my leave between the following days, whatever the dates are. So, I'm writing to ask for annual leave. This doesn't sound too formal, right? So now with the help of just one prompt, we can basically change the tone of this writing. I can just simply go ahead and write this, change this to formal. I'll only write this, okay? And now let's just see what, this one line will do to all this writing. All right, so now let's read this. I trust this message finds you well. I'm writing formally request annual leave in the advance of my entitlements. I'm seeking approval to be absent from work during the period between the days. The duration of my absence will span, look at the words, look at, the collection of words is using right now. So it's basically had made a lot formal. So if I can go ahead and, edit this and I say formal, I just say friendly instead of formal. So let's just say how it's going to change it to that now. So now let's just see. It's saying, I hope this message finds you well. I wanted to touch base about the taking some time off and thought it best to put it into a leave request. I'm hoping to enjoy a break between, that days I'm burnt out, that it'll be around number of weeks, perfectly aligned with our company's leave policy. I chatted with my team and, name of the coworker and graciously agreed to hold down the fort while I'm away. If you need to reach for me anything urgent, feel free to call me at my phone number or drop me an email. So now this is sounding very, very friendly and, so now with the help of, just one prompt, it basically had changed the tone of our whole writing, from normal to friendly and from normal to formal. All right. All right. So now let's move to tip number 4 is, be concise in your prompts. So, less is often more. So now you can learn to craft concise prompts for more effective and efficient response. All right. So what this basically means, you should be concise in your prompts. You should be straightforward. You don't need to describe that much to your prompts, and your prompt should be to the point and it should be concise. So let me just tell you what it basically means. So over here, you can see I've written, write me a 500-word blog post about tips on creating a social media content calendar for e-commerce. So over here, you're experiencing I have provided exact details to the point. Detail is saying, write me a 500 blog post about tips on creating a social media content calendar for e-commerce. I provided every detail, right? And, I'm not talking about here and there. I jumped straight to the point and I told ChatGPT I need a 500 blog post about whatever my work is. Every detail is there. So that basically means you should be concise in your prompts. So now you can say, it has basically provided the whole word blog post. It is basically your 500 words as well. It has all the special points and it is for e-commerce. Okay. So now ChatGPT can work on that more and more efficiently, without any problem. Okay. All right. So now I'll move to tip number 5 is to change the style of your writing. Whether it's formal, casual, or creative, mastering different writing style with ChatGPT is a breeze. Okay. So what that basically means is you can change the style of writing in ChatGPT. Let's just say you want to change the writing style or, talking style from this person to this person, like mostly celebrities. So how you can do that? Let me just give you a demo. So if I can go ahead to ChatGPT and I can ask him to, write me a card detailing advertisement in the style of Shakespeare. So this looks very random, but it should be interesting. Like, let's just see how ChatGPT is going to change his style from a normal person to like a character or Shakespeare, okay? So let's just read that. Like, it's really, really interesting. So it says like, hard fair denizens of the road, lengthen ears to a tale of splendor and sheen, a proclamation of automotive radiance, that doth transcend the mundane. So, like it says now, it basically has changed the style of, you can see like the normal person to Shakespeare. So like, how cool is that? All right, so just like that, you can change the style in ChatGPT in literally no time. All right. Okay, so now let's move to ChatGPT tip number 6 is quickly learn in ChatGPT. So now you can accelerate your learning curve. Like, I'll show you how to use ChatGPT for quick and efficient learning, all right? So if I can go ahead and, search ChatGPT, like create a list of important political figures in World War II. So, straight away, you can basically take a look, like, it's basically providing me like bullet points, like with number points, right? So it's basically a great way to learn in ChatGPT, because every time when you provide these type of prompts, it will provide you with like numbers, or you can say like, with points. So which is basically very easy to read and easy to understand. I can simply read that and I can basically, you can say, learn that like very efficiently, right? Instead of giving me like the whole article, like the paragraph form, automatically ChatGPT provides you everything in numbered like points form, which is really, really easy for you to understand. Let me give you like one more example. So let's just say this is basically a blog post. If I can just go ahead and copy all this, and I can paste it to ChatGPT, and I can say it in the start, like let's just say create me a summary for this blog post. So instead of reading all of this blog post, now ChatGPT has created me a summary. Like just you can say 8 to 9 line summary. So now I can basically easily read all this and I can get an idea like what this whole blog post is all about. All right. Okay, so now let's move to ChatGPT. Tip number 7 is assign role, like role-playing scenarios, right? So let's discuss, how you can assign and switch roles within ChatGPT, like with just few clicks, all right? So to take an example, let's just say, first of all, I asked ChatGPT to write me a birthday wish for my cousin, okay? Let's just go for that. And now you can see basically, just a very, you can say sweet and very cute, like birthday wishes, happy birthday dear cousin on your special year filled with joy, laughter, and unforgettable moments. It's really a sweet birthday wish, right? So now what we can do is you can basically, assign roles to that. So let's just say if I can go ahead and edit this once again, and I say this to write me a birthday wish for my cousin acting as a pirate, okay? So let's just see how it basically going to change from this to this. All right, so now it's saying, oh, dear mate, on this fine day as we, set sail into another year on the high seas of life. So it's basically using all the pirates terminology. So before, it was like, happy birthday, dear cousin, or a special day. I wish you a year filled with joy, laughter, and unforgettable moments. And now it's saying like, oh, dear matey, on this fine day, as he set sail into another year, So now it's basically talking like a pirate. So this is how basically, you can assign roles in ChatGPT, all right? All right, so now ChatGPT tip number 8 is to format your output. So formatting is key, right? So now you can basically learn to organize outputs for clarity and impact, okay? All right, so if I can go ahead and go to ChatGPT and I can type here prompt like, create a table for top 10 IT companies in 2023, sorted alphabetically, having different columns of their attributes. So if I can go ahead and enter that, so now it won't basically, give me just a normal prompt, but it will basically generate me table of, like rank, company name, headquarters, revenue in like billion US dollars. And, it will basically, generate me all of those companies along with their attributes like in table form, right? So yeah, this is basically, by providing these prompts, you can format your output in ChatGPT like in no time, all right? Okay, so now let's move to ChatGPT. Tip number 9 is to generate to-do list. So you can get organized because ChatGPT can help you to-do list that help you on track, okay? All right, so let's just say this is a paragraph which basically holds all the information. And, out of this, I have to create a to-do list, right? So for that, what I can do is I can go ahead and go to top and, just write here, create me a to-do list for this paragraph, okay? All right, so now ChatGPT will basically, create me a to-do list for the entire week. So it will say like Monday, you have to review and organize financial data for the budget report. Begin drafting the budget report, focusing on accuracy and thorough analysis. For Tuesday, I have to do this. For Wednesday, this. Thursday, Friday, like throughout the week. And end of the week, I had to do all this, okay? So I basically providing, just a single paragraph which holds all the information. And out of that, ChatGPT has created me a to-do list for the entire week, like in literally no time, okay? All right, so let's move to ChatGPT. Tip number 10 is you can rename chat logs. So you can keep your chats organized by renaming chat logs. It is really a simple yet efficient, organizing tool. So for that, you can see like we have a whole list of tabs that we have used for now. So this basically contains history, like whatever the work we have done by now, okay? So now you can basically rename this. Let's just say I want to rename this as my, today is Friday, right? So I want to rename this as Friday because I want to know like this is my Friday work about to-do list, okay? So now I have basically, renamed this, and just like that, you can rename this according to your like day, according to like any like hint that you want to do. So, this is really an efficient way to organize your text and just like access it like whenever you want, okay? All right, so now let's move to tip number 11, which is prompt follow-up questions. So, in this tip, basically you need to keep the conversation flowing, and you basically need to learn like how to effectively use follow-up questions. So let's just take, this to-do list example. So over here, how you can basically do this chat flowing is basically, you can enter like follow-up prompts. So let's just say over here, I take an example like, these are basically all the to-do list of the week. So if I just go ahead and enter prompt here that give me the to-do list of the week, again, by keeping the easy task first and difficult tasks later. Okay, so what I can do, I can basically, have the to-do list once again where the ChatGPT will provide, the easy task first and the difficult task, later. So if I can go ahead and press enter, so now you can see, this was basically my follow-up prompt, and over here you can say, to-do list of the week is once again being generated from easy to difficult. So Monday we have scheduled the dentist appointment for later in the week. Then we have begin organizing financial data for the budget report. So now, our easy tasks are in the start, and basically the difficult tasks are at the end of the week, or maybe, throughout the week, okay? So this is how basically you can enter the follow-up questions in your prompts, okay? So now let's go to tip number 12, which is explain it to a child. So now, if you need to simplify a complex topic, just use explain it to a child mode, and then, ChatGPT will provide like simple explanation, which is very easy to read and easy to understand. Let's take an example. Let's just say if I type in like, explain cryptocurrency, let's just take this example. So if I can go ahead and enter, ChatGPT will basically give me all the information which cryptocurrency have, which is cryptocurrency is a type of digital or virtual currency that uses cryptography for security and operates on an decentralized network. So, let's just say if I'm unable to understand that, so I can edit this prompt and I can write, explain cryptocurrency to a 5-year-old child, okay? So now if I can go ahead and hit save and submit, so now ChatGPT will basically provide me the explanation for cryptocurrency, but in very, very easy words. So let's just, it will basically give scenarios to you guys. So it will say, imagine you have a special kind of money, but it's not like coins or paper money you use. The special money is called cryptocurrency. Now, instead of being physical, like the toys you can touch, it's all in the computer. Okay, so it's basically not talking children language right now, right? So it's very easy to understand, like it's very, very, like effective. And, you can simply understand that by reading all this just once. Okay, so this is basically our tip number 12. All right, so now let's jump to our tip number 13 is to upgrade to Plus. Considering an upgrade, let's explore the benefits of ChatGPT Plus. Like, ChatGPT Plus is like really worth it to use in 2023. It has faster responses, it has accurate responses, it has reduced customer service costs, it has better customer engagement, and you can basically access to many features like, plugins, extension, you can have like the whole natural language process scenario, you can have like AI-powered learning, multilingual, you can use basically automation and all those types of, ChatGPT Plus features that you have. All right, so now, let's go to our tip number 14, which is view the plugin store. So, if you have upgraded your ChatGPT to ChatGPT Plus, so now in ChatGPT 4 over here, so you can basically, access the plugin store. You can basically go ahead and, have that all those plugins. So let's just say if I go to plugin store, and over here we have basically 8 plugins that will be displayed to your screen. And let's just say if I go ahead and enter YouTube over here. So, this is basically all the extension that you can use for the plugins in order to access, the good features of YouTube, and you can basically integrate that into your YouTube, and you can make content out of that. You can like do anything according to, the YouTube. And similarly, there are very much more plugins. If you go to popular over here, we have AI PDF. It is basically saying it is super fast interactive chats with PDF. So, now you can basically attach PDF to your prompts as well. So just like that, you will get access to many plugins into your ChatGPT Plus, which is 4.0. Okay. All right. So now let's go to tip number 15, which is analyze links with web browsing. So, like ChatGPT can browse the web, right? So let's look like how to analyze links and gather information. So if I go ahead and go to the plugin store and I go to, over here, and now if I can go ahead and search a web, so we have web reader extension over here. If I can go ahead and install this, let's just wait for that. All right, so now our web reader extension has been installed. And if I can go ahead and click this right over here. So now what I can do is basically I can, attach links, links of the website over here. So let's just say if I take any blog link over here, let's just go for the same blog for the ID that we just used in one of the previous tips. So let's just take this website as an example. So if I can go ahead and copy the link of this website, come to my ChatGPT Plus and paste this link right over here. And if I can add in a prompt like, give me the summary for this website. Okay, so now you can see ChatGPT is basically using the web reader plugin to just read this whole website. And now it's saying the website from the content panel provides a comprehensive list of blog post ideas specifically for ID topics. So it basically also giving the suggestion and key points for that website, which is new technology, top ID trends, product comparisons, historical tech companies, IT context and puzzles, daily IT tips and tech news, and all those, basically read this whole website, and now is basically, giving us a summary and the key points of that whole entire website. Like, how cool is that? Okay. All right. So now let's move to our tip number 16, which is Templatize useful prompts. So, now with the help of ChatGPT Plus, you can save time by creating templates for your most used prompt. So let's just say if I go to ChatGPT and, I enter this prompt, which is create me a 10-minute full body workout using 5-pound dumbbells. If I can just go ahead and enter that. So now ChatGPT will basically, provide me with the whole workout, which with the given information that I input, which is 10-minute workout, full body workout, and using 5-pound dumbbells. Okay. So it's, suggesting me you can do like dumbbell squats, and then let's just see what else ChatGPT is going to say. All right, so these are all the exercises that ChatGPT recommended me, which were, like dumbbell squats, bicep curls, shoulder press, bend over rows, lateral raises. So now, what I can do is I can basically change my prompt into a template. Like, let me just show you quickly. So if I can go ahead and create this 10-minute too, let's just say I put in bracket and I say time, right? So this is basically will be like a template for my prompt for full body workout. I can change this to, bracket body workout. And for the 5-pound, I can change this to, let's just say weight. Okay. All right. So now if I can go ahead and select save and submit. So now, ChatGPT, will help us with, you can say personalized workout. So it basically, asks me for more and more instructions. So now, I can just simply copy this prompt and I can paste it to like anywhere, and I can put in my information according to like whatever time I want, whatever body workout I want, or whatever weight I'm looking for. So ChatGPT will basically provide me with that personalized workout. You can say like it will basically act as a gym guide for me, right? So this is how you can basically templatize useful prompts in ChatGPT very easily. All right. So now let's move to our tip number 17, which is revise your existing text. So, like now editing has been made easy. So with the help of ChatGPT, you can revise and improve your written work without any problem. So let's just see how you can do that. So, let's just take this example. Let's just say, this was our ChatGPT text, right? So now, it can happen like, ChatGPT can do mistakes, right? So now with this amazing tip, you can basically revise the whole text. Let's just say, bent over rows. Bent over rows, I'm not happy with that. And let's just say ChatGPT has done mistake in that, okay? Or maybe, like there could be error in the text or ChatGPT. So it's really important to revise the whole text that ChatGPT has created for you. So, you can use that for good purpose. You can use that like error-free without any problems. So, like do not rely like completely on ChatGPT. You should always revise your text, like whatever ChatGPT has generated for you. so that you can use that for a good purpose. All right. So now let's move to our tip number 18, which is use step-by-step guides. From recipes to tutorials, you can now use ChatGPT provide you step-by-step guidance for almost like anything. Okay. So let's just say if I go to ChatGPT and I write here, provide me step-by-step guide to create a coffee shop business. Okay. So if I can go ahead and hit enter, so ChatGPT will basically provide me a step-by-step process. Like first you need to start from this, then you need to achieve this. So let's just wait for that and see like what output ChatGPT is going to give it to us. All right, so this is basically the whole complete step-by-step process to create a coffee shop business. So first of all, it's saying conduct market research. You need to identify your targeted market, analyze competitors, understand trends. Then you need to develop a business plan. After that, you need to choose a location. You need to obtain necessary permits and licenses. You need to design your coffee shop, source your coffee and supplies, hire and train staff, marketing and promotions. These are, like really good step-by-step process of creating, coffee shop business. So if you can go ahead and follow all of these, so, no doubt you will create a successful coffee shop business in no time. All right, so now let's move to tip number 19, which is use ChatGPT for entertainment. So, now with the help of ChatGPT, you can not only do like the researches and kind of, you can say like, professional work. You can also use ChatGPT for, entertainment and for those kind of topics. So let's just say if I can go ahead and enter prompt to ChatGPT like, suggest me the best video games for me as I am 20 years old and I like to play sports. So let's just see what kind of suggestion like ChatGPT is going to provide to me. So it's saying like, certainly as a 20-year-old sports enthusiast, you might enjoy like video games that offer a blend of realism, competitive gameplay, and immersive experiences. So here are some of the best sport video game across various platforms. So first one it's recommended me is FIFA series, latest FIFA 23. Then you say you can play NBA 2K series. You can say Madden NFL series, MLB The Show, NHL series, Rocket League, Pro Evolution Soccer. So now with the help of ChatGPT, you can use it like for entertainment purpose. So let's just say if I want to ask more about this FIFA 2023, so I can go ahead and copy this, go to ChatGPT and say like, what is FIFA 23? All right, let's just hit enter and see what kind of information ChatGPT is going to provide me. It's saying FIFA 23 is the latest installment in the FIFA series, a popular series of soccer simulation video game development published by Electronic Arts under the EA Sports label. So, these are all the key features of that FIFA game and all the possible information that you know about this particular video game, okay? All right, so now tip number 20 is coding assistance. So now coding is made simpler with ChatGPT. So now with the help of that, you can assist with coding queries and debugging, all right? So let's just say if I can go ahead and enter a prompt like write me a Python code for factorial of a number, okay? So now, ChatGPT can also provide you with like codes of any language, like any coding language, that doesn't matter. So, with the help of that, now you can get help for your code in your assignment, quiz, or anything with the help of ChatGPT in no time. All right. So now let's move to our tip number 21, which is brainstorm new ideas. So like, are you guys stuck for ideas? So let's explore how ChatGPT can be your brainstorming partner. So let's just say I provide prompt with ChatGPT, like give me some brainstorming ideas for starting my clothing business. Okay, so ChatGPT will basically, analyze all that and it will basically provide me all the brainstorming ideas that I need to know in order to start my clothing business. So it's saying starting a clothing business is an exciting venture. Here are some brainstorming ideas to help you get started. You can, go for niche market identification, focus on specific demographic, example like teenagers, plus size, athletes. You can specialize in particular style, and cater to a specific need. Then you can go to brand development, product line creation, market research, marketing and promotion, sales channels, sustainability focus, customer experience. So these are basically, all of the brainstorming ideas that I need to know for starting my clothing business. Okay, so this is how basically you can get brainstorming ideas from ChatGPT in literally just few clicks. Okay. All right. So now tip number 22 is mediation in ChatGPT. So, conflict resolution or decision making, now you can learn like how ChatGPT can mediate scenario. All right. So let's just say this is one scenario where two people are arguing, you and Alex, the project manager, right? So your goal is to mediate the argument between Jordan and Taylor, ensuring a constructive conversation that leads to understanding a resolution. Please guide both team members through the discussion, acknowledging their perspectives and finding common ground. Encourage them to share their concerns, listen actively, and work towards a collaborative solution that addresses both technical challenges and testing procedure. So, now the prompt is provide guidance on how they can move forward as a team to meet project deadlines successfully. So, in this scenario, I'm having argument with my project manager, right? So, basically, now we can get advice from ChatGPT to meet, like a mediation. So, we both, end up meeting it to a successful agreement, right? So, now let's just hit enter and see like what kind of suggestion ChatGPT is going to provide to us. All right, so it's saying, absolutely, I understand the importance of resolving this conflict constructively. Let's begin with the mediation process. So step one is basically providing a step-by-step guide on how you can meet you can say resolution, right? So it's saying setting the stage for a constructive conversation. Then you need to understand each other's perspective. Then you need to identify common ground and differences. You need to brainstorm solutions and agreeing on a collaborative path forward, and establish a follow-up plan. And at the end, you need to close the meeting with a positive note, all right? So this is how basically, ChatGPT provides you with the whole, you can say, conflict resolution by giving ChatGPT the whole scenario of like your argument, discussion, or whatever it is. So ChatGPT will help you with those kind of cases as well. All right, so now let's move to our tip number 23, which is journal with ChatGPT. So generalizing has been redefined because now with the help of ChatGPT, you can use it for reflective and, therapeutic writing, all right? All right, so if I can go ahead and go to ChatGPT and I enter this prompt, which is write a short story about an explorer who discovers a mysterious ancient artifact deep in the heart of an unexplored jungle. Describe the moment of discovery, the appearance of the artifact, and the initial reactions of the explorer, right? So now if I can go ahead and enter, ChatGPT will basically, start writing the journal for us. So it will basically use all of its, natural language processing in order to create, you can say, a very unique, plagiarized journal for us that, I can use it anywhere. I can use it like for publishing and stuff. So yeah, let's read, like you're saying, in the dense, verdant heart of an unexplored jungle where the sunlight struggled to pierce through the thick canopy, there was an air of ancient secrets and untold stories here amidst the chorus of exotic birds and a distant roar of unseen creatures, right? Like how beautiful the wording is, and it feels and sounds like a proper journal to us, right? So now with the help of ChatGPT, you can use that to write journals in no time. All right. So now let's move to our tip number 24, which is export your chat logs. So if you want to save your conversations, here's how you can export your chat log. So let's just say if you want to export all of these chat logs and save it for later purpose. So how you can do that, you can go to, this bottom left option where your name is written. You can go to settings and beta, and you can go to data controls and, add the explore data. There is a button of export. You can click on that and you need to click confirm export. And, it's saying like successfully exported data. You should receive an email shortly with your data. So if I can go ahead and open my Gmail right here. So here ChatGPT will basically provide me the link for, downloading the data export. I can go ahead and click on that. And, it will basically save it as a zip file. So if I can go ahead and extract that. So yeah, as you guys can see now, basically I have all the HTML and JSON source file of the conversation I had today with ChatGPT, which was model comparison, shared conversation, user, chat conversation. So yeah, now with the help of this amazing feature, you can export the data in ChatGPT into your system without any problem, all right? All right, so now let's move to tip number 25, which is understand limitations. So, knowing the limitations of ChatGPT is really crucial, right? So, let's discuss what it can and what it can do. So it's really important to understand the limitations in ChatGPT, while it can generate contextually relevant responses, but, it may provide inaccurate or non-sensical information, it doesn't have because real-time updates, and it might be not aware of the recent events. So, additionally, the responses are based on patterns learning during training. So, anything that had just happened. So ChatGPT might not have the information or detail about that. So it's always important to, understand the limitations of ChatGPT. Sometimes it can provide the answer that are contextually not right. So it may be, somewhere behind that. So, it's always understand what ChatGPT does have and does not have. So with the help of that, you can basically get the best out of ChatGPT and you can explore more and more without any problem, all right? All right, so now our tip number 26 is use human-like text. So, you can make your conversations more natural. So here are tips on achieving human-like text with ChatGPT. So, now with the help of ChatGPT, you can basically, go with any of the conversation, like whatever humans talk about, you can go ahead and get casual conversation. You can basically share personal stories as well. You can do basically philosophical inquiries. You can do like imaginary scenarios. Let's just say if I can go ahead and enter prompt to ChatGPT like, let's chat about your favorite hobbies and what makes you passionate. What activity do you enjoy during free time? So let's just see whether ChatGPT is gonna give its suggestion and like his hobbies, and it's gonna talk to us like humans. We can basically go ahead and add this prompt as well, like talk like human to me. So he's saying like, as an AI developed by OpenAI, I don't have personal experiences, emotions, or hobbies, because obviously we all know. However, I can certainly talk about hobbies and activities that many people find enjoyable and fulfilling, So it doesn't matter. Basically saying all of this information still is going to talk to us like humans. Basically kind of a reminder that it says every time when you put this prompt, so it's saying, reading. Many people love getting lost in a good book, whether it's a fiction or non-fiction. Reading can transport you to different worlds. That is saying many people enjoy cooking and baking. We can do like gardening, sports and fitness, crafting, music, traveling, photography. You can say gaming, learning new skills. So, basically providing us all the hobbies and, everything that humans do in their free time. All right. So ChatGPT tip number 27 is like, you can reply to prompts in ChatGPT. Like, so now with that ChatGPT Plus upgrade, so let's just say this was basically, the text that ChatGPT provided us about the mediation. And now let's just say if you are not aware of this point, so you can just go ahead and, highlight it. And now we have like this commas options, which is reply. So if I can go ahead and click that, and let's just say I don't understand this, so like say explain this back to me. All right. So now with the help of this new ChatGPT update, you can basically select that particular point of the text that ChatGPT provided us, and you can basically get information of their specified text just by hitting the reply button and getting the information of text back again to us. All right. So ChatGPT tip number 28 is to study with ChatGPT. So now you can transform your study sessions. So yeah, let's just see how you can use ChatGPT for educational purposes. All right. So let's just take this example. This is basically, an article about the important political points happen in World War II. So if I can go ahead and copy all of this, come to my new chat. And now with the help of ChatGPT, you can basically, make quizzes. And you can say like fill in the blanks form or assignments out of that, for educational purposes, for using it for your practice or using it in your like school or something. So if I can go ahead and paste it right here, and after giving few spaces, let's just say I say to ChatGPT to create me form quiz out of this text. Okay. All right. So now ChatGPT will basically, provide me a complete fill-in-the-blanks quiz for me. So this is basically very useful if you are a teacher and if you want to create quick assignments or quiz for your, students. And, now you can use basically ChatGPT for that good purpose. And, also bonus at the end, it also provided you with the answers as well. All right. So ChatGPT tip number 29 is you can use ChatGPT for generated knowledge. So you can utilize the knowledge generated by ChatGPT in very creative and effective ways. All right, so ChatGPT will basically provide me, the top 10 IT trends of 2023. First of all, it's saying artificial intelligence and machine learning, hybrid work solution, edge computing, quantum computing, and all those. This is basically, the generated knowledge, right? So what I can do is I can basically, give it more and more follow-up prompts to, use this generated knowledge and, get the most out of that, get the more and more out of that. So let's just say I can just copy this cybersecurity mesh and I prompt ChatGPT again to give me, or you can say create me a blog post about, I'll paste cybersecurity mesh in under 500 words, okay? So now ChatGPT will basically use the generated knowledge and it will basically create me a blog post of the knowledge that it has already generated for me. So he's saying embracing the future with cybersecurity mesh at 2023 perspective. So it basically, has reminded the 2023 point that I provided earlier in my starting prompt. So yeah, now it will basically create me a blog post about cybersecurity, which was the generated knowledge that ChatGPT provided me earlier. All right. So ChatGPT tip number 30 is to create personalized plans. So, from workout to meal plans, discover like how ChatGPT can help you create personalized plans. So let's just say if I go to ChatGPT, I go to new chat and I prompt here to create a personalized fitness plan for someone looking to improve cardiovascular health, include a mix of exercises, duration, and frequency, okay? So if I can go ahead and hit enter, so ChatGPT will basically create me a personalized plan, just for me, that I provided information which was, improve cardiovascular health. I need to include a mix of exercises, duration, and frequency. So he's saying, personalized cardiovascular fitness plan. Goals: improve cardiovascular health, increase stamina and endurance, promote overall well-being, 5 days exercise per week, 2 rest days, and daily routine we have is warm-up 5 to 10 minutes, main exercise 30 to 45 minutes, Tuesday and Friday interval training, Wednesday mixed cardio, cool down 10 to 15 minutes. So yeah, now, ChatGPT is providing me with the whole personalized cardiovascular fitness plan that, I can follow, and it's generated only for me, because it contains all the information that I had in my input prompts. So yeah, I can use it for very good purpose, and this will help me a lot as my personalized own plan. Okay. All right. So now let's move to some of the ChatGPT plugins, and our tip number 31 is going to be using web request plugin. So this plugin is like having a direct line to the internet within your chat. So basically, it allows ChatGPT to make HTTP requests, bringing real-time information within your conversation. All right. So for that, first of all, you need to go to your ChatGPT Plus, and over here you need to type in your URL, and after that I'll type in my prompt like suggest me the top 5 highest paying jobs in the world within that URL. So if I can go ahead and press enter, so you can see ChatGPT is integrating the web request plugin and it's taking all the information from that website and also taking my prompt so that it can take the best possible output from that site. Okay. So yeah, as you guys can see, it's like here are the top 5 highest paying jobs according to the data from the website you provided. So number 1, we have cardiologist, then we have theologist, then we have orthodontist, then we have psychiatrist and surgeon, right? So, with the help of this ChatGPT plugin, so it provided all the information from, you can say this particular URL like without any problem. So this is how you basically use the ChatGPT plugin web browser, okay? All right, so next up, our tip number 32 is using Vivian health plugin. So, this plugin is basically perfect for health-related advice. So, whether you are looking for general tips, specific information on medical condition, so now Vivian health plugin becomes your virtual health companion, all right? All right, so for that, I'm just going to go ahead and jump to my ChatGPT, and over here, I'm just typing in a prompt. So, let's just say I'm looking for a job. So I wrote here like I'm looking for a travel nursing job in LA, California, specializing in pediatrics, and I would like to be paid at least $2,000 per week. So can you provide me with those specific job opportunities using Vivian Health plugin? So, as soon as I will prompt in, so it will use basically a Vivian Health, find me all the jobs that are available in Los Angeles, California that will meet our criteria. So as you guys can see, job ID 555-277. So it's basically providing me all the job opportunities that are available in my specific area, which was Los Angeles, California. And what I can do is basically I can keep on clicking on job IDs. I can go ahead and apply to these jobs real quickly. And with the help of that, basically Vivian Health plugin can help me start applying, and it will basically scrap out the whole details from me, available job that are present near to my region. All right. So now let's move to our tip number 33, which is speak plugin. So let's just say if I come to ChatGPT and I input this prompt, how do I order food in a Pakistani restaurant? And after that, let's just say if I input, so it will basically use the speak plugin to generate me the response for that. So not only it can help you with languages, but also with the phrases as well. So saying in a Pakistani restaurant, you can order food by saying the Urdu language over here, and it has also provided me with the English translation of that. And with the help of this amazing ChatGPT plugin, you can use it for translating different languages or use it for different phrases. So this is a really helpful tool if you are someone who is looking forward to, explore languages in any other countries. All right. So next up, our tip number 34 is to use Ask Your PDF plugin. So, this is a fantastic addition for those who work with documents regularly. So with this plugin, ChatGPT can extract information from PDF files, making research information like retrieval a breeze for you guys. Okay. All right. So now ChatGPT tip number 35 is we have meme creator plugin. So, who doesn't like a good meme, right? So now with this plugin, ChatGPT can generate memes on the fly, adding a touch of humor and creativity to your conversations as well. So if I can go ahead and enter prompt to ChatGPT like come up with a fun LinkedIn post about jobs impacted by generative AI, create 10 memes using popular templates. So automatically it will take the meme creator plugin and it will basically create 10 memes for me, right? So it will basically run 10 times over here. And, after that, it will basically provide me all the 10 memes, that I provided, which was basically about jobs and LinkedIn. So here are the popular template that it created the memes for me. So, with the help of now this meme creator plugin, you can create memes out of ChatGPT as well. All right, and that's a wrap, you guys. These are the amazing tips to make you a ChatGPT wizard. Try them out and let me know your favorite in the comments below. So yeah, I hope you like this very useful information about ChatGPT tips and tricks. And yeah, so I'll see you in the next one, you guys. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.